What's up, guys? My name is Zach, and today I am driving a 2015 Chevy Corvette Stingray. Up front is a 6.2-liter V8, and down below is an 8-speed automatic transmission. Now, I am super excited to be making this video because I've driven a couple of C7s in my time, but A, never a convertible, but B, never an automatic. And so I'm just excited to be back in the seat of a C7. It's been a couple of years. And now that the C8 is so prominent, it's making 1,000 horsepower and things like that, it's always good to go back and revisit the older generations, so we're doing that here today. But if you would like to submit your own vehicle and have it reviewed here on the channel, you can head on over to my website, zackpradel.com/submit. It's a quick and easy submission form. It takes under a minute to fill out, and I come out to you. But let's get back to that 6.2-liter V8 under the hood. That was the standard engine available in the C7 Corvette. Nothing new here. It makes 455 horsepower, and it's no slouch by any means. It also sounds pretty doggone good. Now, of course, there was the Z06 and the ZR1 that had supercharged engines and things like that. But although this is the quote-unquote base engine, do not get base mixed up with boring. It's really, really fun, and I like it a lot. Like I said, paired to it is an 8-speed automatic transmission. I like it a lot too. It shifts well. I don't have any complaints about it. Now, I know people in the comments will go, "Oh, it's automatic. I can't stand an automatic." We'll talk about why that's kind of a good thing for this particular car later on, but I like the transmission. It's doing its job, and I don't have any complaints. Last but not least, of course, the Corvette is rear-wheel drive with the rear-mounted transmission known as a transaxle. How does it feel to drive the C7 Corvette? It's lovely. It's really, really nice. It can be comfortable when you want it to be. It can be fast when you want it to be. It's kind of a jack of all trades. Visibility is probably one of its downsides, especially with the convertible top on. You really feel limited and a little bit claustrophobic in it. And there are some pretty big blind spots behind you, but that's okay. With that stuff out of the way, let's talk about the interior. Well, in front of me, I have 3 physical gauges and a screen. Off to the left is my speedometer that goes up to 205 miles an hour technically. Off to the right is our fuel and coolant temperature, but then we get our screen in the center that you can customize and change around. On the steering wheel on the left, we have our cruise control, favorites buttons, phone options, selectors, and volume to the right, and the overall steering wheel looks and feels nice. I still think it feels pretty modern, even though it's coming up on 10 years old. I can't believe the C7 is nearly 10 years old. Off to the left, we do have a climate control vent, power mirror switches, head-up display, and the convertible top button. So this is a completely power convertible top. All you do is hold this button. It's a little bit of a lengthy process. However, it's all automatic. All you got to do is hold it, and you can do it while you drive, just at very slow speeds. On the door, we do have a Bose speaker, lock and unlock, 2 levels of memory seats, and power windows. And moving into the center, we get our hazard switch along with the climate control vent and our screen. Now, we can hit a button, and the screen will go into the dash to reveal a USB port. And that was kind of one of the cool James Bond calling card pieces of the C7. So cool to see that here. And we do have a backup camera, and it's not great quality. However, you have to remember that A, this car is 10 years old, and B, backup cameras were only legally required after 2018, so it didn't have to have a backup camera, so it was nice that it had one at all. Then we have our media buttons and temperature for the driver. However, there are temperature, heated and ventilated seat options for the passenger over in front of the passenger. Really, really nice to see that it's easily accessible for them and that it gets that option. But down below, we have heated and ventilated seats again. So the passenger actually gets 2 buttons for their heated and ventilated seat. Kinda odd. Then we get a Corvette Stingray badge, a pop-up cigarette lighter. Don't know why they had to hide this, but they did. Shifter off to the left, it says 8-speed up at the top. I think it looks good and it feels good as well. And our drive modes select. So we have a couple of different drive modes for Eco, Weather, Track, Sport, and Tour. Tour is going to be the comfort level. This is GM's basically comfy daily driver mode. They also use it in their Cadillac products. Power parking brake and cup holders. So we'll do a big friggin' bottle test here in the C7 Corvette. However, as you probably predicted, it fails. The seats are comfortable. As I said, they are heated, ventilated, power, and memory, and everything I would want out of a comfortable cruiser seat, these seats do. I'm a big guy, tall and wide, and I fit in here pretty well. That's always been one of the strong suits of the Corvette. People who want Miatas that are too tall for them often go up to the Corvette because of that, so very, very nice to see. Now, we don't have any back seats, but we do have a little trunk, so let's go talk about some cargo space. All right, so around the back of the C7, press and hold here for the trunk popper on the key, just this little button, and we can pop it up like that. That's my filming equipment, but not a whole ton of trunk space, good enough for a set of golf clubs, which is what Chevy set out to do with the C7, so it is absolutely perfect for that, but nothing really too much beyond it. This is where the power top goes, and so unfortunately, it does eat up quite a bit of space. Now we gotta talk about the looks, and this is part of the reason of what drew the owner to this car, as well as me, is that this is a triple gray car, so not only is it gray exterior, gray interior, but it also has the gray top, and this car has a special package that actually body color matched the vents on the side, the vents in the hood, and the taillight surrounds. So this is gray on gray on gray, which is a pretty rare color combo, and I like to see that differentiation that we'll talk about later on. With all of that being said, let's get on to my final thoughts. What do I think driving the C7 convertible? Well, of course, it's been a fantastic experience. I really, really like Corvettes. I don't like Corvettes when I'm not driving them. I think they're a little overplayed. Everyone has owned a Corvette at some point in their life here in America. But then I get behind the wheel of one and I go, oh yeah, these things are sweet. It's a big V8 powered sled. Who doesn't want that? But that is sort of my final thoughts. I've driven a lot of Corvettes. This isn't breaking any new territory for me, but that's something that I can actually come to appreciate. The Corvette is so good at what it is that it allows for plenty of variation, and whatever you want your Corvette to be, you can have it be. I have friends, shout out to Max, who used to track his Corvette C5, and the Z06 and ZR1 are performance-based, especially the ZR1 with the added downforce in the wings. Those will corner and drive on a track like no other. But then you have cars at the other end of the spectrum like this. Like I said, why am I happy it has an automatic? Because it is a big cruiser. This isn't trying to set any crazy lap times. This is just here for a good time in the sun. It has the convertible top, the automatic, the gray on gray on gray appeal. It has ventilated seats and good technology for the era. The Corvette is a V8 Chameleon, fitting whatever box you want to put it in. If you want your heart to pump, this car will make your heart pump. If you want a relaxing drive on a Sunday morning to go get your favorite scones from the corner bakery, the Corvette is going to be the perfect car for that. And so yes, everyone goes, my Corvette's best Corvette, because whatever. But if you take the competition out of it of who has the best Corvette, the Corvette is just the best. They're good, they're fun, and they check whatever box you have vacant. And today, I needed a little top-down roadster feel in my life. So, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. So I got it. Wish it was a little bit quicker, but that's okay. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Huge thank you to Ed for letting me borrow his Corvette for today's video. Ed has been absolutely wonderful to work with. I also filmed his NSX earlier. Such a gracious host, really, truly phenomenal, and I appreciate Ed very, very much. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to rate the video, comment on the video, and subscribe if you really liked it. Take care, guys.